Hello once again, I'm Martin Tyler, and this is Stamford Bridge, where the fans are still buzzing at yesterday's news of Chelsea's Champions League pairing with Barcelona in February. But the players today have to be focused on maintaining its Norwich City. The Canaries, who were here for an FA Cup tie just under 3 years ago, they were a division below Chelsea then and were hammered 4-0. They will be well aware that this Chelsea have scored 4 in 5 of their last 8 league games. The Norwich City are a fighting unit, only 2 wins but 9 draws since promotion, and they can be a tough nut to crack. It's been a landmark week in the history of Chelsea, starting of course by twice coming back against Arsenal to share the spoils at Highbury, but the big change has been a move to a brand new training complex around 20 miles southwest of here. Another step forward only made possible by the backing of the club's billionaire owner, Roman Abramovich. Well, let's check the team news for you. And Jose Mourinho had named the same starting 11 for 4 Premiership matches in a row. But an enforced change today. Defender Ricardo Carvalho has a broken toe, so William Gallas is switched to the centre of the defence, and Wayne Bridge starts a league game for the first time since October. Ida Gudjonsson, who notched his 9th goal of the season at Highbury, continues to keep out Didier Drogba. John Terry, the other Chelsea scorer in last Sunday's Classic, now has 6 to his name, already equalling his best previous tally for an entire campaign. Both these clubs would really love the season to stop now. Chelsea on top, Norwich out of the bottom 3. The reality, of course, is that we're not quite halfway yet. Most of the Norwich team have played here before, and some have won at Stamford Bridge with other clubs. But taking on this Chelsea is a tall order. Not just the 11, but an 11 who is not short on confidence. Huckabee's corner, though, lacked conviction.
Maybe an help is Norwich side get some kind of result here.
Wayne Bridge, who lost his place initially through injury and then found it hard to convince Jose Mourinho that he was fit and full. Arsenal's 2nd goal. Chelsea have conceded just 8 so far in almost half a season's work. Here's Makalele. With good numbers in there. Robben's flick. Bounced awkwardly for Safri. Terry alongside Svensson, who's dropped to the ground. Apparently did go outside him in the end. The cross was picked off by Makalele. Arjen Robben, who really has been away rather belatedly. He's come into the Chelsea lineup after fitness problems at the start of the season. Lampard. And, Norwich held their line. Gudjonsson offside.
Well, Robben's seen very little of the ball so far, simply because Norwich have made a very bright start to this game. Seem to be putting Wayne Bridge under it.
1 week, and you're being treated around the leg area by the physio a week later, having hardly got a sweat on Matt Svensson. Probably first-team coach. Just had to orchestrate a swap, which is like for like, one striker for the other. Here's Robben. The referee was well placed and he hasn't blown. Thiago, to his credit, played to the whistle, or the lack of it. Got a tackle in as Robben was complaining that he was brought down here by Jonsson.
It's a good tackle by Thiago just there.
That Damien Duff cashes in. And after Norwich's bright start, they're a goal down just inside 10 minutes. But it was a pretty dreadful mistake. And particularly as Norwich had settled the quicker of the two sides. But Damien Duff, all credit to him. He's on a fine run in front of goal. It's a fifth score in 8 games now for the wide man.
Yeah, he took the goal very well, Martin, didn't he? I mean, he finished park. I don't think it's a role he's accustomed to. I mean, I think he's only played a couple of games there for Norwich City, and plenty of experience brought to the club as a defender, but obviously needs must. No Gary Holt, no Damon Francis, not got a big squad.
Back to check by Terry, and it's one that the goalkeeper had real problems with. And just as Helveg presented Chelsea with the lead, John Terry was... Here is McKenzie. Stopped by Makalele. Runs off Helveg. Robben gets the better of Edworthy, but Fleming will reach it first. Bridge into Bentley, and it's a Norwich free kick.
I've still got a fair bit of work to do there. Tucked it away nicely.
Yes, he's made a bit of a speciality of early goals recently for Chelsea as Duff. Lampard. Trying to seek out the wide player again.
Confident and composed start, certainly not one that we were expecting it to be Chelsea today, one attack after another, but that hadn't been the case. I mean, there's no question that Norwich City started the brighter of the two.
English game, and his few appearances for Norwich. He started at the season at right back, soon lost that place. Lampard, could Jonsson. He is there, using his ability to read. And here they are with Bentley. Good angle for a cross. It just maybe pushed the ball a bit too far ahead of him in the first place, and was rather straining to get the ball in. Another flick from David Bentley. Here's Edworthy. Safri. Attempted switch of the play by Safri that didn't come off at all.
You just can't come to places like Stamford Bridge, and Helveg did. I mean, it's, as we said, they'd started confidently, Norwich, coming into this game, having picked up a few points recently.
Robben's got his free kick this time. Foul by Edworthy.
Yeah, just catches just the faintest touch on the ball, and certainly gets more of Robben than he does the ball.
Frank Lampard to take it. It was Edworthy who conceded the free kick, who had a foot to it to defend the free kick. Chelsea, excellent home record. They've only dropped points here in draws to Spurs and to Bolton when they were 2-0 up against the side that Norwich actually beat last weekend. John Terry, full of confidence. 6 goals already this season. quite the chance to add to that excellent ratio. But he will attack anything in his area. And Norwich, no surprisingly, putting one of their better headers of the ball, Doherty, on him, but they blocked him off, actually. Gary Doherty, Chelsea did. And they want handball. Helveg trying to get it to some sort of safety, and Norwich get a throw.
Strong appeals here for a penalty from Thiago, and he might be justified in those appeals. Mackenzie handling the Gallas header.
Here is Gallas. Also fancies his ability to get goals. He's got a couple this season, and you might recall one of the goals at Charlton, Gallas was actually claiming. Replays voted in John Terry's favour. Here is the Chelsea skipper again. Bree. Who were top? Norwich City. Finished third with the management of Mike Walker. Into Europe as well. Here's Mackenzie. Finishing fourth from bottom is their main target. And the return to the big boys. They were actually relegated at the end of the third season of Premiership play.
I'd be absolutely delighted with that, Mark. Finishing fourth from bottom.
Robben. Pushed down by Edworthy again.
A little bit of a buzz round Stamford Bridge whenever this fella gets near the ball. Huge favourite, and no wonder. Some of the performances produced of late, breathtaking.
Lampard to take the free kick. Chelsea on the hunt for number 2, but once again she came off Charlton. Worked out in the end for Norwich, but only just. Duff goes down. And it's skied by Frank Lampard.
Good positive run forward with Ferreira here. Does take a little bit of a deflection, but fortunately for Norwich, lands in the path of Craig Fleming. Eventually falls to Lampard. Shot from distance. Doesn't trouble Green with that one.
Safri veering off in another direction. He's found a good ball into the feet of Jonsson. He didn't take it well enough. I don't think had much of a claim for the free kick. His teammates were asking for him, Mike being waved away with a sweep of both arms. Bentley. Helveg. Their heads high, they've not panicked. And they certainly haven't reacted badly to a giveaway goal in favour of the league leaders. Jonsson. Such is the range of Chelsea's play. They can score again even without the help of the opposition. Makalele.
Well, I mean, full marks to Norwich because they came here with a pretty positive attitude, and I think that's a lot down to the manager. His spirit's still good. He's still positive anytime you hear him speaking, but he's not.
Quite happy for Chelsea to pass it around this part of the pitch. They would want to track Lampard a bit better than they did. Again, maybe it was Helveg who was just caught out as Lampard darted in behind him. Thiago. Robben. He's got a couple and
training and games. A terrific professional, a terrific player.
Here he is coming in from the left-hand side. Thiago. And Robert Cream. Well, it has been primarily a pretty straightforward catch. Mackenzie. Terry going a long way forward with him. And he'll jump for this one, John Terry, or try to. Mackenzie making it a bit awkward. Jonsson. Bentley. Got a good toe to it. The early substitute for the unlucky Svensson. It's another wayward pass by Jonsson this time. Not causing direct danger, but certainly the danger is looming now. And Lampard puts it away. After Norwich had given the ball away, it's a super goal in terms of the individual shot. And it is Frank Lampard's 50th in league football. Worthy of that landmark, but yet again a Norwich mistake.
It's an unbelievable strike, although. I mean, he's brilliantly making himself space to get into these positions, to get pots at goal. That's why he scores so many, and he strikes us wonderfully well. But Nigel Worthington must be wondering what's going on. Two bad mistakes, two Chelsea goals, and a game that, well, have been every bit as good as Chelsea.
Chelsea taking their opportunities. Norwich, who played it back through Johnson. Doherty didn't deal with it, and then it was hammered home by Frank Lampard. Middle third of the field, Matthias Johnson, but not particularly worthy of the top club in the country, the nature of Lampard's strike. Chelsea can put down their marker, of course. Arsenal play tomorrow.
Yeah, the quality of the goals has been exceptional, but Chelsea hasn't been that great.
It's fell a little bit awkwardly. Robben looking down at the pitch, which again is showing its scars. Helveg for the free kick, took it with a moving ball. The full potential. Bentley is certainly playing to his potential. Lampard. Now Gallas into double the amount of goals conceded by Chelsea at home in the Premiership this season, if they are going to get in front, and that's only if they keep Chelsea out at the other end. Green beaten by a low shot from Duff and a screamer into the top corner from Frank Lampard.
Albeit two great finishes.
Chelsea keeping it short with half-time shortly upon us. Lampard. Makalele. Here is Lampard. Thiago. It's another brilliant goal. It's Arjen Robben this time. And when they do play, they are unstoppable. It's come in fits and starts, believe it or not, in this first half. So there's not much blame attached to Norwich City this time. It was scintillating play from the boys in blue.
Well, we've seen one good goal, Damon Duff. We've seen one great goal from Frank Lampard. This beats them all. This is a fantastic little bit of football here. Thiago just lovely little flick into the path of Robben. Onto his left foot, absolutely smashes it home. Just the power beats Robert Green.
Tackled by Pereira. Here's Duff. Robben. Only be one extra minute.
I went back against them scoring more than 4 today, Martin, because they haven't played particularly well to get the 3. Okay, they've been terrific finishes, but it certainly hasn't been one of Chelsea.
It's strange. You feel for Nigel Worthington. His team have played okay, maybe even a bit better than that, but they have felt the force of Chelsea FC. Lampard got one, Robben got the third. Damien Duff started it all, and certainly in the first 2 goals, Norwich were complicit, really, in giving the ball away. And at this level, you just can't do that. The third goal, terrific interplay. And it's a margin that Norwich may well feel is beyond them. They'll be playing for damage limitation maybe in the second half. At half-time here at Stamford Bridge, improbably really, if you've looked at the shape of the game in terms of possession, but it is Chelsea 3, Norwich City 0. Crumb of comfort, perhaps, I can offer Norwich City fans is of the 17 goals Norwich have scored in the Premiership this season, 14 of them have come in the second half. But Chelsea like Simon Charlton. There's another ball that was given away. Robben. Combination of Charlton and Helveg, stopping the Dutchman. For that first 45 minutes, it got Norwich on the ball plentifully. But Bentley usually did better in the first half, and he just did that. Duff.
Obviously blow for Norwich. Svensson going off in the first half, early in the first half as well. You know, coming into the festive period, play a lot of games. You know Svensson, you get Gary Holt out just now, Damien Francis out injured just now, and it really does.
Here's Duff. Pereira. Chelsea really can control the tempo of this second half. Makalele also enjoy themselves. Robben. Charlton is able to intervene. Duff. Lampard. Blocked by Doherty. Big shouts from the supporters for handball. Thiago lining it up with a lot of deliberation, as if he didn't really trust his left foot fully.
Yeah, it was a decent effort with the midfield player, but Frank Lampard very unhappy with assistant referee. Felt he should have had a penalty there. Felt like Gary Doherty handballed it.
Thiago winning the ball back, not resting on his laurels. A decent attempt from the midfield player. There wasn't that much of it in the first half of the game. Chelsea can just pick their moments here. Ops for the cross. Front man for Norwich was Mackenzie. Huckabee trying to come round the back. Bursting forward Lampard. Now Duff. Makalele. Still hasn't scored for Chelsea. I wonder whether they might try and carve out a chance for him. Lampard somehow squeezing it to Duff. On for Gudjohnsen, who's onside. Goes for power. Lampard, of course, involved earlier in the move, but he was the one who was... Chelsea, of course, have only been champions once before. It could be a 50th anniversary of that achievement if they are title winners in May next year. And they're playing like potential champions again. Robben probably was having his shirt pulled. Call it selfishness, single-mindedness, whatever, but no striker worth his salt is happy if his team's 3 up and he hasn't got one. That's the case that Ida Gudjohnsen finds himself in here. Well, at the moment, Huckabee was wide left and Bentley wide right, but Johnson, who had occupied a second striker's role for a moment. Gallas, Gudjohnsen. Angle touch for Robben. Thiago, lovely football from Chelsea again. Here's Bridge at pace, and he's got plenty of that. Off Fleming for a Chelsea corner. Every now and then they can ration their movements when they up the ante.
Yeah, well, it's certainly all Chelsea this half. I mean, there's no doubt that the mistakes that Norwich made in the first half is, well, it's not the stuffing out of them. Chelsea well on top now, and you've got to think they're going to add to their goals tally.
Oh, Lampard reaching back for what was a very difficult volley. But that reaction tells you that he believes it was a real chance.
Nearly. Got to adjust his body here. It's a difficult take.
And likewise thinking, are we going to get a go here? Maybe perfect circumstances in which to come on. Safri. Mackenzie got a foot to it. Bentley didn't. Snuffed out by Helveg. Now Johnson. Chelsea's afternoon, even if they romp away with the points here. Robben. The beauty of this system that Jose Mourinho's got. Robben and Duff can switch. Lampard and Thiago can switch, and they're delivered. It's always been very, very good at the one league down. Very playing it safe and moving a bit more freely, as is.
The wide areas, I mean, before you're looking to get it into Gudjonsson's feet, he links the whole thing up. Drogba, slightly different, physical presence, aerial threat. So Duff and Robben.
Duff and Arjen Robben, you do need to have the support of the manager. They do the difficult things at times in the right areas of the pitch. Something that can only be executed with real confidence. What has come their way, some of it with Norwich's help, has been perfectly executed today. Makalele. Robben. Drogba trying to make an angle for the pass. He's done that. It's Didier Drogba. And Simon Charlton gets a pat on the back from the goalkeeper.
A great bit of forward play by Robben. He picks him out with a really clever pass here. But Charlton makes a good recovery here. Terrific tackle on Drogba.
Chelsea corner. John Terry not running quite freely as he makes his way back, but certainly a lot better than he was.
Martin, but most importantly, at set pieces for it's the willingness to put your head in where it hurts, and he's got that as well. That's why he scores so many goals.
Takes one to no one. Here's Duff. Swing and a bit of a miss by Robben, but it's not over yet for Chelsea in this attack. Arjen Robben can try again. Drogba trying to get towards the near post. Lampard's gone in there as well. Foley, his backroom team, they haven't, except on the occasion of the third goal, to this point, really opened Norwich up all by themselves. But Robben, Green found it a bit too hot to handle initially. The power of Robben's shot brought him his goal just before half-time.
Yeah, nightmare for goalkeepers when you're cutting inside, which is brilliant. That really thumps this as well. Ball moving a bit. Supposed to travel.
Cleanly dispossessed by Paulo Ferreira. Measured ball towards Drogba. Robben anticipating the header on, and it came second time, and the flag has stayed down. Must have been close. Robben trying to score rather like Duff did at Charlton recently. Duff was the player actually in the middle. Robben had a look at and then rather ignored.
I think he was been pretty well marked at the time, Damien Duff.
His way back. Helveg. And Chelsea concedes onto this one. So Thiago gets it back from Lampard. Lampard again. But that's the difference, the change of pace, the turning on the power.
Yeah, Helveg once again. It's a horrible afternoon here at the bridge.
Thiago. Robben. Take it around Charlton, who was helped out by Huckabee. Chelsea still looking frisky. Lampard. Ferreira, who's Premiership level, having been there initially with Tottenham. She scored a top-level goal for Spurs back in 1997.
Just watching Makelele and Frank Lampard there, they seem to have formed a terrific understanding.
Great Euro 2004. And 2005 looks as though it's going to be a fantastic year for everyone connected with Chelsea. It's all very well having the money, and they certainly got that, but you've got to use it wisely. Lampard. Now Thiago. Robben. Thinking about the shot. Not really on. Drogba. Fleming happy to hoof it away.
Well, it's interesting to see who makes the block on the edge of the 18-yard box there when Huckabee's trying to get the shot in. It's Frank Lampard.
Robben. He's got so much strength to go with his skill. And trickery delivered at a top tempo equals world-class talent. Equals Arjen Robben. Free kick to Chelsea. He'll take it. Gallas and Terry on the hunt. Mike Dean getting the two-man wall back. But Green still wants it to go a little bit to his left. Robben. Flew off Thiago. Pumped into Gallas, who's now trying to ball run. It was Johnson's pass that seemed to open Chelsea up. Lampard. Drogba. Robben coming in to... Drogba knew what sort of area, but it wasn't quite the area where he put the ball. Has the stand-in for Makelele. But he has got a bit more to his game than just a holding role. Here he is. Ferreira.
It's from Gallas.
It's been quite easy on the eye the way Norwich have played, but it's also been quite easy for Chelsea in the sense that they haven't felt threatened at the back. It's Robben's turn to be withdrawn, so the set of substitutions completed by Mateo Kezman coming on. Kezman and Robben, of course, were such a... Now they exchange roles. Although Kezman may well play up as a second striker with Drogba. Here's Duff, and here's Parker. Lampard. Good challenge by McVeigh. And Green's kick has only gone to Lampard. Drogba lent into it. Lampard's on it in a flash. Lampard! And Green first, second, might be needed a third time. And it's taken away from him in the end by Simon Charlton. But still Norwich can't deal with it. It's Duff. And Drogba wanting to cross it. Header only down to Claude Makelele, who says let's have a penalty, but he's not going to get one.
He's not supposed to be in these positions, Makelele, but he ends up in it here, and it's a little chance as well. But good goalkeeping earlier there. I mean, Lampard, who is just, well, he's just different class. Particularly getting into the box and getting shots at goal. Good goalkeeping with the North.
Playing the flesh. I've never seen him in action before. That is what he's about.
Well, it's difficult to tell on the television just how big, powerful, strong. A great leap from a standing jump as well. I mean, I agree with Andy Gray. As a strong headers of the ball. And if you look around the Premiership just now, there's not a lot that spring to mind, but certainly this fella Drogba's one.
Here's Kezman. talk about playing him in a protected mask, but they haven't risked that yet. He's been a real success at this level of the game. Norwich's short time since promotion. All in an afternoon's work, really, for Jose Mourinho and his men. Here's Huckabee. Gallas giving them nothing. Lampard. And they haven't soft-pedaled too much in the second half. And when Robert Green conceded 4 goals here in the Cup in the early days of 2002, he was dropped for the next, I think, 3 games. Not going to be conceding 5. But, Helveg and then Fleming. It's the only time in his career that he, as always, Drogba. Sharpening his touch, Kesman. And here is Lampard. Oh, he couldn't take it with him. And having just heard the announcement honouring his man of the match performance, certainly entitled to not get it right on one occasion.
Yeah, it looked as if he's through in goals here, but I think the ball just checked a little bit when the ball's played through. He's got in behind. Forgets the ball.
Perry. Chelsea, top of the tree at Christmas. That was not in doubt, but they have made sure that their lead is substantial with Frank Lampard to the fore. He scored a cracking goal. Norwich City didn't disgrace themselves. Don't be too fooled by the scoreline. They did let themselves down in giving the ball away. Came the Lampard shot, the best team goal of the 4, scored by Robben. Anything here would have been a seasonal bonus for Norwich City. They would have marked this fixture down as a likely defeat. But it is only their 3rd loss in 8 in the Premiership. But it's 4 goals again for Chelsea. They continue to set the benchmarks. Final score 4-0.